Hello, my name is Tiffany Smith. It is October 25th, 2020, and I will be taking you through my cow eye dissection. To begin, we are going to talk about the posterior cavity of the cow eye. So if you look right back in here, you will be able to see right here that this portion of the cow eye is the optic nerve. And if I turn the cow eye around, you should be able to see right in here. And you see this portion, oops, sorry, trying to get a good view for you, right up here. This is the optic disc, and at the optic disc is where this right here, this little membrane-like structure, which is the retina, this is where it connects to here. So the optic disc and the retina and the optic nerve all connect right here at this optic disc. And you see in here this blue, kind of blue and black shiny interior portion. This is called the choroid. And this white area out here, this is called the sclera. Okay, and inside the posterior cavity, there is this gelatinous fluid called the vitreous humor. So if you look very closely, I'm going to turn the camera down a little so you can see my workstation. Right here on this tray, right, this gelatinous stuff right here, that is the vitreous humor. And that sits in the posterior cavity. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the anterior portion of the cow eye. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is this right here. And this piece of the cow eye is the cornea. And so if you look, you can see that the cornea right here is very cloudy. Now, usually in healthy humans and animals, the cornea is clear to allow light to pass through it. But if this apparatus is cloudy, that is usually an indicator of some underlying health issue, such as cataracts. Cataracts is like a very common disease where a part of your cornea can become cloudy. And then when I cut the cornea away from the eye, and which I can show you, so the cornea sat right out here on this portion of the eye, and when I made my incision to cut it out, this like liquid came out, and this was called the aqueous humor. And so this forms like a little liquid cushion that transport nutrients and wastes in and out of the eye. So next, back to using the anterior portion, you see this black part right here. This is called the iris, and this is what gives us as humans our eye color, like blue, green, stuff like that. So that's usually a different color, and it also is responsible for contracting and dilating depending upon how much light is in the room. And then this little hole right here, this is the pupil, and that's where the pupil sits. Okay, perfect. And then deep to the pupil right behind it is this little marbly structure right here, which is called the lens. And as you can see, the lens is also a little cloudy right here, and that's just because it's from a dead animal, and it's also very hard. Usually, though, in a human structure or like a living organism or animal, this is more squishy and stuff like that, and this is usually clear, and it allows for light to come through and be reflected off the optic nerve and translates to what we know as vision. And again, so just like the cornea, since this is cloudy, it could also be a sign of some kind of disease like cataracts or something. All right, and that is my dissection of the cow eye.